Tick tock, tick tock. We all heard the sound of a clock. There are two fixed points in your life, like on a clock: one's birth and one's death. We have no idea the distance between birth and death, and how long it's going to be. What happens in between, that's under your control. It's the only thing in your control. People say time is precious, time is money. In reality, time is very different from money. You cannot set aside time for future use as you could for money, food, or other items. Any attempt to save time by not using it is ridiculous. What happens if you sleep 8 hours and try to save the rest of the day by doing nothing? At the end of the day, the unused hours are gone forever. Time can be compared to a large, swift river. It is ever flowing, it's moving forward. It cannot be stopped. Nor can you use every drop that flows by you. But many centuries ago, people began building water wells on the riverbanks, and with them, they harnessed energy from the flowing water to operate their grindstones, their sawmills. So we can harness time, not to save it, but to use it to accomplish our work, our goals. To do so, we have to contend with two time stealers: procrastination and clutter. A dictionary defined to procrastinate means to put off intentionally and habitually, and to put off intentionally by doing something that should be done. So for the procrastinator, putting things off becomes a habit. Never put off tomorrow what you can do today. One of my boss used to tell me before clocking out at the end of the day, he said, in a short time, a lot can be accomplished. But some people say, never put off tomorrow what you can put off next week. See, when confronted with a demanding task, they find an easy way out in procrastination. And as the stress mounts and the pressure builds, they find relief by pushing that task into the background, and it relinquishes some newly found free time until the pressure builds up again. So you're going to see better results when you get the job done quicker by choosing not to procrastinate. Therefore, when given a task or when you have a goal, you want to reach a destination, determine the best time for it and do it. Then you'll find that you avoid procrastination and its consequences. You'll be satisfied in achieving your goals. The second time stealer is clutter. That steals our precious time is to avoid clutter. We're aware that it takes time to handle things, to arrange things, to use them, clean them, train, store, look at them. But the more things require more time. It's just like if you have a house, if your house is crowded with items that are cluttered with many things you can barely get around, you can barely work in your workspace, in your office. If it's accumulated with so many things, you have to declutter. So if you wish to make better use of your time, you have to take a look at your surroundings. You have to cut out the clutter. You have to get rid of the clutter. And it might not be easy. Just like literal clutter in a house, you might have to throw an item away. It might be painful. But in any case, the objective is to reduce the clutter to make better use of your time. See, your time is cluttered with these things that are filling up your time that you need to get rid of. And one's life can be cluttered with so many activities and pursuits that you don't find the time to maintain a routine balance. You don't find time to have balance in your life. And that's why you have to declutter your own time. Because if you're continuing to juggle things, or you're trying to accommodate all these different tasks and goals and hobbies and interests, maybe it's time to consider how to reduce the clutter. A familiar adage is, time and tide wait for no man. tick tock. There are two fixed points like in on a clock. One's birth and one's death. We have no idea the distance between the two. But what happens in between, the time that you have, use that time. Don't procrastinate. Declutter your time because that's the only thing in your control. It cannot be reversed like a river that flows relentlessly, like a steady stream. Time cannot be reversed. It cannot be saved. Once it's gone forever. Tick tock.